Good morning, students. The topic is array implementation of list ADT. First, we have to know what is array. Array is a set of elements of same data type. So, it is a static data structure. Why we called it as a static data structure means the memory should be allocated in advance and the size of the array is fixed. That's why it is a static data structure. And the disadvantage of this array is it will waste the memory space if you use less spaces than the allocated space. For example, I have defined my array with size 50, but among them only 10 spaces I have used means the remaining 40 spaces gets wasted. So this is the disadvantage of array data structure. So array is a set of elements of same data type. It is a static data structure. In array, you can implement the basic operations like creation of a list, insertion of a data in the list, deletion of a data from the list, searching of a data in the list. So these all are some basic operations. The syntax for declaring the array is you have to specify the data type, then you have to give the array name, then the size of the array must be specified in advance. In the given example, integer specifies the data type, that is we are going to store 25 elements of type integer. Then the array name is list and 25 denotes the array size. Initially, the index is assigned with the value -1. In C, the index starts from 0. So first one is create operation. The procedure for creating a list ADT is, so initially the list is created with some set of elements. You have to get the total number of elements which are to be added in the list. Then you have to check for the size n with the maximum array size. If n is less than maximum array size, then it is no problem. You can add the elements into the list. If n is greater than the maximum array size, then you cannot add. You have to give an error message. The next operation is insert operation. So you have to get the data element which is going to be inserted in the list. Then you have to get the position at which the element is to be inserted. Then we are checking with the index value. If the index value is less than or equal to maximum size, then you have to make that position empty by moving all the elements in the linked list. Then you can insert the element in that position, otherwise it implies that the list is empty. For example, if my array size is 10 and I want to store the element at position 5 means I have to move the elements from 5 to 10 to one position downward such that the slot 5 becomes empty. In that slot, in that empty slot, I can store my new element. This is what happening in insertion operation. So this is the diagram. So you can insert an element in an unordered array or you can go with ordered array. So if it is an unordered array, you can insert the new element in the available space. After inserting the element, you have to increment the array size. So if I want to insert the element at given position, then you have to move all the elements from position to one position downward. Okay, 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, like that. Okay, like that all the elements are moved one position downwards. Now the slot position becomes empty. You can use this empty slot to to hold the new element. Okay, that is the procedure for insertion. The next operation is deletion. So initially you have to get the position of the element we are going to be deleted. After getting the position, you have to move all the elements one position upward, because now the current position element is deleted and that slot is empty now. So you can store all the elements in the below of the list 2. They are moved one position upward. That is list of I minus 1 is equal to list of I. List of I is moved to list of I minus 1. List of 5 is moved to list of 4. Like that, all the elements are moved one position upward. So this is the diagram. So if we remove an element in an unordered array, then it is not at all a problem. The element is removed and you can decrement the array size by 1. But if you have given the position, if you want to delete one element in a particular position, then all the elements are moved upward. Like that, the position is filled by the next element, and the element which was already stored in the position is deleted. After deleting the element, you have to decrement array size by 1. So all the elements are moved in a upward position. They are moved up. Why we are moving up the elements? Because now the element at the location position is removed. That slot is now empty. So you can use this slot to hold all the element, to hold the next element. So you cannot leave the space as it is. You have to fill that slot. So that is filled by the next element, and the next slot is filled by the next element, and so on. So this is what happening in deletion operation. And finally, to display the elements of the list, you can use any loop. So that loop ranges from 0 to the maximum list size. Then each and every element is displayed from the list ADT. What about the drawback of array implementation? Already we have discussed. The array size is fixed. You have to give the array size in advance before the start of the execution. It can store only the limited number of elements. That is the first drawback of array implementation of list ADT. And one more thing, insertion and deletion of array are expensive, because in insertion the entire array elements are moved one position down, and for deletion all the elements are shifted one position up. So they are the drawback of array implementation of list ADT. Thank you all.